Monday morning, and this week we've got a problem in as much as our installation lads have got no work on. So we've gone from last month having a record month to this month, or certainly the first week, second week, being really quiet. Dan's off on holiday, he's off for the week, so I'm going to be surveying, chasing leads, trying to get some work in for our installers. Dan's also left me some bits on here. What has he left me? What's this one? Boiler installation, radiators and some underfloor heating. So that's a quote that needs doing. But what I need now, we need some quick boilers in for this week, for the next couple of weeks. It's just so happened that some of the quotes that we've carried out, we've not won. And some of the quotes that we have won, you'll find this, you'll go in, survey a job, they want it done, but the back end of the month are going into September. So I can see September is going to be crazy for us. But I've got to fix this now over this next couple of weeks. Where it becomes an issue for me is when my installers are quiet. I'm not too interested in my other engineers. Jobs that are coming in per day, they always come in. Reactive jobs come in, even through summer. The service lads are out servicing. But it's me installers, the higher ticket stuff that we need coming in every day. So at the minute, I've got Scott with no installations this week, and I've got Luke with no installations this week, and Dan's off. So in theory, 3 engineers with no installs, that's a big problem. So, all right, boys. Morning, Joanne.
Morning, Ryan.
You all right?
Yeah, you.
Father? Yeah, Dad? Yeah, Dad, I'm just a bit busy at the minute. I'll just buzz you back at about dinner time. That's all right. Golf clubs, right? I'll find out about them golf clubs. I'm here trying to get boilers in at work. Golf clubs. I might need some help as well Saturday. Are you away this weekend? Yeah. Oh, great. All right, I'll catch up with your dinner. Oh, it don't matter. I've just got a few bits on, Dad. I'll just let me crack on. Cheers. Trash out. Dad always rings me on a Monday morning to see how we're getting on. One thing I definitely don't need is tractors, fire trucks and police cars that Louis had been on this morning. Let's just go and see Catherine.
What was it called? No, as it was. So I rang.
No, it's all right, camera's on, but just ignore it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just a quick one while it's on my mind. Has Kevin rang this morning?
Nobody called Kevin's rang this morning.
Right, just jump on CommuSoft for Kevin. I think he's got his water switched off at the minute.
Do you know his address? Or is it?
Yeah, I do actually, but if you just search HF, let's just do that. No. Kev, let's search Kevin.
Oh, him?
Yes, that's it.
3
Easdale. Yeah. Can you just call him? You might get through to his wife.
Yeah.
Just send one of our engineers over. His outside tap is continuously pouring out.
All right. Okay.
Needs a new outside tap.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That's all, and then I'll be back in. We've got to get some boilers in, girls. Boilers. Who's waiting to go in?
Yvette.
I've got to see her this. No, I've got to see her this afternoon to check whether the cylinder will fit in the space.
All right. Okay. So
Dan, he's not checked the measurement, Dan, because he was unsure.
Okay.
So I'm going there at 3 o'clock. We can potentially get that in then either Tuesday, Wednesday, tomorrow Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday.
So Scott and Luke have got nothing today?
They've got nothing all week.
Nothing at all?
Nothing. So we've got a job, got a customer that we went to last week. He's a home care customer with boiler continuously losing pressure. Heat exchange has failed. We've sent a quote out to replace the boiler, but it's continually leaking. He was thinking about getting that done again towards September. He's asked if we can consider a discount if we flush the system at the same time. So if I can put something together and then get that in this week, that'd be great.
Black office, set him up for his week.
Black office on wired. That's what I need.
Need be.
Definitely. I need to be on it this week. Of course he does. He needs caffeine. He needs caffeine today. Yeah, so the process, the plan for this week, which was unplanned, but I'll just I just want to show you situations where we've got problems, like when we've not got working. It's not all like, it sounds like in some of our videos that we're flying all the time. We've gone from doing brilliant last month to like having nothing this month, and there's probably a lot of installers out there that are in a similar situation, or businesses. So the first step will be to chase any of the, you would call like low-hanging fruit, so quotes that have been carried out last week. Can we chase them, follow them up? If anything jumps into the diary, we want to be surveying today, quoting on site, and trying to get it converted for that week. So there's just a bit more speed and pressure involved to getting these over the line. And then if there's any jobs where we're going for breakdowns that potentially need new boilers, again, same thing, just get them out there as soon as. Just basically make it happen. So the first one I've got is a vet. This is a job that we went to last week, which is a boiler conversion, but she's actually asked for, she wants to keep a traditional system in as much as a cylinder and the boiler. So we're going system boiler, pressurise the heat inside, and converting her vented cylinder with the tanks in the loft to a pressurised unvented cylinder. But when Dan has initially surveyed it for a combi, he wasn't taking too much note on the size of the cylinder cupboard. So with her coming back to us asking about installing a cylinder, I've got to double check a measurement. So I'm going to fly over there at 3 o'clock and potentially we can get that in this week. So Michael, my second lead, so we've got that's our first lead. Our second lead, we've got Michael. So he's asked for a Worcester 4000, but he's asked if we can do a discount on the MagnaCleanse flush, which we price in at 280 quid if done on the day. So what I've said is our initial cost of our Worcester is 2,450. We put a home care discount in because he's been on our home care for over 12 months. So we reduced that £200, which will get us to 2,250. The MagnaCleanse that we charge is 280. What I've said is I can reduce that to £200, so an £80 discount to him. But also, due to an installation moving this week, if he can get the boiler installed this week, we'll do a further reduction of £100. So the total installation, this is just a straight swap, a boiler swap, and we'll get the flush done on the day. We've added the discount in, so the total with our boiler and our flush will be 2,350 for the Worcester 4000. He has got some newer controls, so we don't need to upgrade the controls. So overall, we're still gonna do all right off it, and potentially we can get that boiler in this week. I've sent him a message, I've sent him an email, but I'm gonna follow that up with a phone call in about 2 hours after he's read it. I have got a notification on to let me know when he's read that message. Next, who else have we got? Third one, Michael, he's a BHE customer. We did a boiler and a gas safety certificate on Friday. This is a boiler that BHE have looked after for a number of years. You can clearly see that the previous engineers, which I spoke about on the last video, have never gone inside that heat exchanger. So they've done a service with an analyzer, maybe dropped the condensate. Warren's needed to prise off the heat exchanger. He's got inside of it and it's knackered. All the inside's worn, probes and that, it's just a mess, to a point where he's isolated it completely. We've given him a quote for a new boiler, which again was unexpected, and it never looks great when you've maintained that boiler, you've done the gas safety certificate. Now we as a business don't just do gas safety certificates. We've not done for a number of years. We do a gas safety certificate and a service at the cost of £120. So it's a bit more expensive, but we do a much better job, I believe. So we've gone to Jason and I've told him it needs a new boiler. We've given him some prices, but he said that he may be able to get a grant to get it replaced. It's a Valent Ecotech Pro, so 2008, that'll be about 15, 16 years old. I'm going to chase him up now to see whether he's managed to get that on a grant. If not, I've still got to invoice him for the £120 for the gas safety certificate and the isolation. See what he says now. No answer. I've got to make a note as well when I'm ringing people. I've got to make a note, otherwise I'll forget. If I'm looking to rechase later on this afternoon. I've got to set off shortly because today, aside from us chasing, I'm taking over Dan's jobs because he's away this week at Scout Camp. I'm going to this today. I've got a customer, no heating, no hot water, wants to convert over to a combi. Yeah, he's got a tank, but he wants a combi, so we'll measure that. And I've got an air conditioning quote over in Wigan, and then we've got another air conditioning quote over in Bolton. So we've got to fit them in today. Hi George, it's Ryan from RJ Martindale. I'm just following up from a quotation from Dan last week. Just a call to see if you've got any questions or if you wanted to progress with any of our options. I'll try you again later today. Thank you, bye-bye. Voicemail. Come on. Catherine, quick one. Can you follow up with Esh today, please?
Yeah, is it Dallas?
Yeah, both. So Dallas, we can follow that one up. What's the situation? Oh, that boiler's leaking, isn't it? Yeah, that's still leaking.
Yeah, she's getting the guys in Dubai and the owner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see she's
I think let's just make her aware that this boiler is leaking.
Yeah.
I'll leave you with...
Did you send the quote over on Friday?
Yeah, but she's not been opened.
Right, she might not have been in. She don't work every day.
No. Right.
Message your office and see if anybody can pick it up.
Yeah, so I've got Caroline's email there. If you follow that one up, and also, sorry, as well, the contract.
Yeah.
Let's just that can just be an email if they got any thoughts.
Yeah, no problem.
Brilliant. Cheryl, so we've got a job that Dan did a great job, quoted on Saturday, quoted on the day, boiler and some radiators, and they've accepted the quote. But I think this is another one where they don't want the job doing until towards the back end of the year. But let's see what we can do.
Hello, Cheryl speaking.
Hi Cheryl, it's Ryan from RJ Martindale. You okay?
Hiya. Yeah, can I ring you back in a sec?
Yeah, of course you can. No rush.
Right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye. She's busy. Ringing her back. We will get. Well, at least we got through. We did win on Saturday a maintenance contract for a commercial. So this is the second one we've actually done for a care home. 5 boilers. That works out about £120 per month to do the servicing, gas safe certificate, and the servicing each year. Any other jobs that are carried out will be done ad hoc, so on like a job by job basis. So I was a bit unsure, may help some people out this, I was a little bit unsure as to how you would price maintenance on commercial work. So I think the best thing to make sure you're a bit more sticky with the customer, that you've got them on a maintenance plan where you're carrying out the service and the CP12 or CP15 each year. It is CP15, isn't it? Commercial. You're still doing that every year, but the customer's got confidence that they can ring you and you'll be there the same day, or certainly within 24 hours, and you'll certainly pick up other work from that. Out of the 5 boilers that they've got, we've already replaced 3 of them in the last 12 months. So, great contract there. Yeah, the tubes look mint, don't they? All the tubes have been done now, double orange. There's one. Well happy with that, looks mint. And Matt's van as well. Again, we've got the older design on this, but I've stripped the rack off. I mean, you can see the difference. Here's Dan's here. There's the black one. You look at it from the side. Black galvanised rack with a grey tube. It does the job. When you compare it to this one over here, just miles better. But I suppose it is just a big cost to actually get it done. But I'm going to get some lettering on that side. Just not decided what I want to put on yet. Right, come on boys, inside. On our way to my first quote, the conversion. But Michael has called back. Good news, he is the customer that I've offered the reduction if we can do it this week, £100 reduction. He's gone ahead with tomorrow because he was looking at back end of September. So that's good. Scott's in tomorrow and Wednesday, Thursday. Going to a vet at 3 o'clock to measure the cylinder, but she wants to go ahead. That's with the boiler and the cylinder, provided I can get the unvented cylinder for tomorrow, which is always tight for unvented. Boilers are okay, you can get them. It's the unvented cylinder that's an issue, but we'll check that at 3 o'clock. Jason called back. He was the customer with the tenant. Heat exchange has failed. He mentioned that he was trying to get it done on a grant. The first company that he's called, they've basically said they can't do the job, and now he's trying with Octopus. If he can't get it with Octopus, he's happy with our quote. He's going to go ahead, but he's going to try to save some cost, which I can completely understand. If he can save 1,800 quid on a boiler, it will be a cheaper boiler that would fit maybe an Alpha or a Worcester 1000, 1,900 quid. If he can save that cost, he's going to do. But he's going to call me back this afternoon. So yeah, let's keep pushing on. Tuesday morning, so progressing from yesterday, we're still attacking, trying to get some boilers in. Yesterday we got two, we got Michael and Cheryl, they were confirmed, and we've got Scott back in installing today, which is great. I went to survey 2 air conditioning jobs. It looks like we've got both of them, but on one of the aircon jobs, he said he'd had some issues with, aside from the air conditioning job, he was happy with that, but he mentioned his water pressure wasn't that great. After having a look at the pressure, he's got a gravity system with a shower pump, and Eon had installed a boiler about 6 months ago. They've left it a mess. I'll put the pictures on so you can see, rough as. And I advised at that point, because he's got a new boiler, an unvented cylinder might be the best option. So anyway, I sent the price late last night, and he's accepted as well. So if I'm going in for just an air conditioning job, which is also accepted, we've got a 200 litre unvented cylinder, and we're going to pressurise the heat inside, depending on what you said. So do you think we can get another unvented? Yeah. Right. Yeah, if you can get that, and then I'll just add some bits on it. I need to pressurise the heat inside, so like a robo kit on it and stuff. Yeah, spot on. All right, Pat, I'm still chasing down some boilers, so I'll give you a shot. I'll bang them on Trello. Cheers, Craig. Buzzing with that. So we've got Scott doing combi today, unvented cylinder tomorrow, and then an unvented and the system boiler Thursday, Friday. Good result from having nothing in at the start of this week, but we're still trying to get some of these other jobs converted because I've got a bit of movement in Luke. What we've done with Luke at the minute is got him doing reactive jobs that are coming in, same as our other engineers and the service engineers, but I want and I need Luke installing boilers as well, especially if Dan is off. So let's see if we can get some of these other boilers converted. I am going out at dinner time to survey an oil boiler, which we don't do many of them at all, but I'll go and survey that, see if we can get that over the line, and these other jobs. I'll just hold the mic. I'll hold the mic. Right, come on, we're going in. We're doing all right. We've just been to the oil boiler. Oh, come on. So yeah, we're now Tuesday afternoon, update on the install situation. So the other air conditioning job has come in while I've been out. So that's a 3.5 kilowatt single split aircon unit for a garden studio. I'll put the picture up so you can see. So that's good. I'm looking for a clean sweep from the jobs that we went to yesterday. I've got one left. So we've made a decent recovery there. I've got Scott now that's in for the rest of the week. He's tied up. We've got Luke that's busy. And like I mentioned before, our service and reactive lads, there's no issue there. They're cracking on. Dan is off this week, but when he comes back in next week, I still want to make up for the lost days. So where Dan will be surveying on a Monday and a Friday, I'll take the surveys and get him installing all week. So slow start to the month, but I think it's looking at the diary now and the jobs that are coming in, it's going to be mad busy at the back end of August and then heading into September. But tomorrow we'll go again and keep pushing. We have to go and help Scott. 1 week on from last week where I was chasing the boiler leads, what has happened, which is always the case in this game, you go from being really quiet to having loads of stuff all come at once. Now last week I was chasing the boilers because coming into the start of August, we actually had our installations quiet for a full week. No installations booked in the diary. So then I dropped everything else I was doing and chased every lead, every quote that was coming, that had come in, And what's happened is a good number of them quotes, as well as other work, has all come in at once. And now I've not enough engineers to get the boilers done. Part of that is because Dan is still off at Scope Camp. He's back on Thursday. I think he's back now, but he's got a couple of days off. He's back on Thursday. Luke is off next week for 2 weeks. So in terms of installations, I've got Scott, and we're starting to use Theo now, newly qualified Theo. But bit of a shame, bit of a sad story. This I got called out to a quote yesterday, and he's got us from the little magazine, one of the local magazines. He's seen our advert and he needs a boiler. Now this customer has ended up bedbound. He's ended up falling ill and bedbound, and he's no heat, no hot water. And he thought, well, he should have been eligible for a boiler grant. So I think a lot of people out there are getting free boilers that shouldn't. But this person in particular should have a replacement boiler, but he can't, for one reason or another. There's too much of a lead time to get it done, so he just needs us to install this boiler. So I am going out now. We've sent Ben off to do a boiler we've sent Theo off to do a boiler with Ben, and I'm going to go and help Scott do this conversion. Now I'm only getting to Scott. It's now 10:05, and it's a conversion, floor standing boiler. Bit of an awkward job. So Scott might be a little bit stressed. We'll give him a quick call now, see where he's up to. But basically, what I'm going to try and do is get them up and running with heating and hot water today, and then we're going to send Ben back tomorrow, one of our breakdown engineers, to flush out the system. So that'll free Scott up to jump back on installations for the rest of the week. Let's see how he's getting on. Hey pal.
You okay?
Yeah. How are you getting on, mate? About 15 minutes off.
Tanks are out in loft. I've just got gas over to boiler.
Nice.
The meter.
Yeah.
I just need to cut into that panel. I think you know where the boxing is, where the hot and colds are.
Can you not just bring them up, because you can see them? Can you not just drill them straight through? You can see the hot and colds.
Yeah, no, it's just cutting into it. I'm not taking the boxing in to cut it off.
Yeah.
Just like if I take the boxing in off, I'm not damaging, doing joints and stuff. It's just
right.
Hopefully a neat line straight out.
Yeah.
But I'm going to look into that. Tanks are pneumatic, so it's still just going through boiler.
Yeah,
so that's why I've just cracked on with gas. So no, it's going well, really.
Oh, sound.
Yeah.
How much of a brick up have we got on that? And have we got the bricks?
Yeah, I've been and got them this morning from Bill Base.
Brilliant.
Yeah, about 10-12 bricks it is, I think.
Right, sound. I'm not sure how handy Ben is with brick up, so I just want to get that.
No,
done
I'll
today.
do it. I'll do it, yeah. And probably if you just crack on with getting these hot and cold through to me, or if you want to start ripping boiler out when you're here.
Yeah.
Whichever. As long as I can have everything I need over that boiler by about 12 o'clock, which we're well on track for, should be fine.
Should be right. But what I'll try and do is get some footage, like start to finish, from us, the leads coming into the business, how we deal with them, converting them, the engineers carrying out the job. Again, this channel isn't too much about the actual installation point of view. There's many plumbers, engineers that are out there doing brilliant work. We're just trying to show more of the business side of it. But if we can do it end to end, it gives a better picture of the job, I feel. An update on the BHE over in Lancaster. Connor and Stuart, they're cracking on. Stuart's been on holiday, so he's ready to jump straight back into the mix. Connor and Stuart are actually booked up, which is great, because their diary has only been around 50 to 60%, to a point where we've been doubling them up a lot of the time. So what I've really wanted to do is see how we progress going into winter season. Now the jobs are starting to come in. More local jobs are starting to come in, and the engineers have been booked up this week, which is great. We have started to get more of a presence now on our Google rankings. So the BHE localised page, BHE Lancaster, that is now visible on Google, because it does take a bit of time. We've been trying to get as many reviews as we can, and so hopefully we should start getting more leads over that way, and I feel that the rest of the marketing that we're doing will start improving as the BHE profile improves in ranking. So yeah, all good there. I'll just check the customer's alright filming. Not be a second. what we'll do, I've not actually asked the customer, we'll just film within the, I think she's tied up. She's looking after the customer, our actual customer inside, it's the daughter. Tanks are out. Had fun with that break.
Yeah. How you doing? Hi, okay. Good, thank you. Right, bit just out.
What's the plan, pal?
Cylinder's out now, so I'm just going to blank the circuits just in case.
Yeah.
So yeah, just start quitting this out if you want.
Yeah, of course.
I'll start some patches and brick out if you want, whichever.
Yeah.
Some chisel bits in that pencil case
Yeah.
there. And,
Let's get it ripped out. Have you got a board?
that was it, yeah.
Yeah. Sound. Board that. Utilise that. Change that to a fuse bar.
Yeah,
That'll
once
do.
that's out, we'll drill and do the odds and bolts.
Alright, sound. I'll get on with that now. So this floor standing boiler, this is what's coming out. We've got the hot and cools just on the other side of that wall, which is good. We've got our heating pipes and the gas is already in. So that's sewn. We've got the brick up on the outside, which is behind there. That's the brick up that we need to get done. Yeah, let's just crack on. It's now just gone 12:30. We've left Scott there. I've got to shoot over to do this quote, which isn't ideal being in the middle of the day, but again, this job is an emergency, so we've just got to get it done. But to be fair, we're flying, considering it's a bit of an awkward job. We should be piped for 2 o'clock-ish, filled up, and the customer will be up and running today with heating and hot water. The system is being flushed as well, so that's getting done tomorrow, which always helps if we've got a flush on it like on the second day of the conversion. It just takes any pressure off if there's any other bits that need sorting out. So yeah, that's good. The reason I've jumped in as well is because like part of it is we need to get them boilers in. I'm making up for the lost days. So at the start of the month there was only a couple of days where we had a couple of quiet days for the installers. I think there was 2. So I always want to make that time back if I can. So if that means me just jumping in so we can get that conversion done in the day, and takes a bit of the stress away from the lads as well, then that's good. So we'll go and do this quote and then we'll get back on it with Scott this afternoon. Theo and Ben should have the combis sorted as well, so they can fly over and help get cleaned up. But from an emergency coming in yesterday to getting it done, I think we've done all right. Just got back to the job now with Scott. It is, what time are we on? It is 4 o'clock. Boiler's up and running. Piped up, connected, brick up's done. So yeah, not done too bad though, taking this beast out. About 35-year-old, floor standing, Ideal Mexico. Job came in yesterday from one of our little adverts. Quoted it there and then on site. And boiler's fitted. So overall, good result. Tomorrow we'll go again. We had a slow start to the month, but everything has come in at once. So when Dan went to Scout Camp, that was on the 5th of August, so I went in to the week of the 5th and we didn't have any boilers. So at that point, I dropped everything and put all my focus on just getting these boilers in. To do that, I chased every lead that came in. So there were some quotes that had been carried out that we needed to chase, which sometimes when you're busy, you can miss that because you're just straight on to the next quote, but it's super important just to touch base with the customers. So we did that and got a few over the line, quicker jobs. So these were combi swaps that we could just get in to fill the week. Any quotes that were coming in, I was going out the same day, quoting on site to just try and get them over the line. And what's happened since the 5th of August, we've actually had 15 boilers that have come in. if I can show you. Just have a look at this, see if you can see on the screen. See this. So these are the jobs that are coming in. So 15th of August there, a couple yesterday, 14th, 13th, 12th. So these are all the boilers that were coming in since the 5th of August there. So in total we had 15. We've had 15 boiler installations come in. That's a mix between conversions and combis. We've had 2 single split air conditioning units, and we've had 1 multi-split. So that's a 12 kilowatt unit external and 5 units on the inside. So now we're in a position where I've not enough engineers to get the jobs done. So that's why this week I've jumped in on the tools as well, just to help get these jobs finished and get stuck in with the lads. But when I'm in a situation like this, like I've just said, drop everything, focus on the boilers, chase the customers, chase again, create an offer if you need to get a boiler in that day, which I did at the start of the week. Offered him a reduction to get it done that week. In his mind, he wanted it done in back end of September, October, but I know we're going to be crazy then. So if you can make something work, that's great. Keep pushing, quote the jobs on site, and you can make it happen. Now, it is all right me saying this. We've had a steady stream of leads that have come in that we've been able to capitalise on. In summer, it can be difficult, but you've just got to keep getting after it. There are a couple of quotes that I do need to sort out now. I've got a big underfloor heating job with a Worcester high floor. We've got the oil boiler, which is coming in. So I'm looking forward to next week. It'll be a different problem next week because it will be trying to get all these boilers in. So yeah, bit of a different video, but I hope you've found some value in this. If you have, drop us a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.